Sai, can you see the live Zoom link?
Just
Live
a
YouTube
minute.
link.
Just a minute, Prabhuji.
Can you see the live YouTube link in your
Uh,
screen?
yeah.
Yes. Just you can share in the group.
Yes, Prabhuji. I'll share it.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, you can start. I'll share it on the group.
Yeah. You are in which group? All the groups?
No, Prabhuji, I am in April 5th. Just a minute, I'll tell which group.
You
Yes,
are in Bhakti Vriksha also?
yes, I'm in Bhakti Vriksha also.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, you share
Prabhuji,
in Bhakti Vriksha also and tell everyone to.
Prabhuji, Rishik had sent on the group.
Yeah. Already sent, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay, my screen is visible.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, my voice is clear.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we'll start. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmohitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasarini निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य सतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome everybody to 13th chapter. Previous classes I have told you out of 18th chapter, first 6 chapter is about the karma, the chapter related to karma, and middle 6 chapter is related to bhakti, but the last 6 chapter related to jnana. Now in the 12th chapter, 11th chapter, Arjun could understand and accepted Krishna as the Supreme Lord. He accepted, like, you are the Supreme Lord. I fully agreed. Then from the 13th chapter onwards, Krishna will give some of the knowledge through which we can achieve the Supreme Lord Krishna. By bhakti, we can achieve the Krishna that is highest. By jnana also we can achieve Krishna. But I told you, from the jnana yoga, you have to purify yourself, come to the level of bhakti. From there you can achieve the Supreme Lord. So this 13th chapter is regarding the some knowledge about Kshetra, Kshatragna, Vibhaga Yoga. So what is Kshetra? What is Kshatragna? Nature, enjoyer and consciousness. Okay, so we'll discuss what were those. So can anybody give this question answer? Because already we have discussed. Who
Prabhuji,
are we? Are we body or soul? Please unmute someone.
yes, many are raising hand. Vishnu's iPad, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Do you know who are we?
Yes, we are the soul, not the body.
Yes. So we are the soul and our body is the covering. Okay. So like we changes our clothes. Similarly, our soul changes our body. Now anybody who is the enjoyer?
Aryan P, unmute yourself.
I don't know. I raised my hand for the first question.
Yeah. Okay. First question you know already, I think.
Prabhuji, I'll unmute another one because he is
Okay.
muted.
Okay.
Sai Siddharth, unmute yourself.
Lord is enjoying.
Yeah. Who is the enjoyer?
Lord is the enjoyer, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes. Very good. So Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Okay. And what is nature or prakriti?
Sahil, unmute yourself. Sahil Rohira.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, Sahil, you're not
yes,
audible.
Prabhuji, I knew the answer of second one.
Okay.
That's why I raised it.
Okay. Tell answer of second one. Hello.
Prabhuji, he is muted.
Okay. Acha, okay. We'll discuss later what is nature. What is knowledge? Anybody? What is knowledge?
Vidya, unmute yourself. Vidya. Yes. Hello.
Yes. What is knowledge?
Prabhuji, she is unmuted.
Yes, unmute.
Vidya, speak. You are unmuted.
Yes, Hare
Hello.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji, I think knowledge is about knowing everything.
Everything means
About God or about studies, like that.
yes. So knowledge is to know everything. On that, God also will come. Soul and super soul will come. Okay. So we'll discuss all this thing because in this chapter, all this thing will come because already you know this thing. We have discussed somewhere in the previous chapters. That's why I wanted to know anything you know or not. Okay. So now already we have discussed who are we. Already you told we are the soul. Now, normally what happened, our body made up of three layers. Three layers. What is three layers? What we are seeing outside is called the gross body. We are seeing our hand, leg, eyes, nose, everything is visible. Okay, so that is called gross body. And it made up of earth, water, air, fire, ether. So five elements constitute the gross body. Inside there is another layer which is called mental body or called subtle body. Okay, this subtle body made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Okay, it's not visible. Just inside our body, this is called mental body. We remember through this mental body. Now inside that mental body, another body is called which is called soul or the spiritual body. So gross body, subtle body, and spiritual body. There are three layers, and the soul, which is called spiritual body, is Satchidananda, full of knowledge, full of bliss, full of happiness. Okay, so why this is like that? Because our soul is a part of super soul, Supreme Lord. The soul is a part of Supreme Lord. So it is spiritual. So the spiritual component of the body is called soul. So that means today in our material science, our scientists, they do not know these two bodies, subtle body and spiritual body. They only concentrate about the gross bodies. So today we are having disease. We are just treating our gross body. We don't understand our subtle body and the spiritual body. That is the reason we are not able to treat properly our body because we don't have the proper concept of the body. Okay, so we are the soul, and all these two layers are our covering. Now body and soul is covered by gross and subtle covering. Okay, so this is gross body, subtle body, and the soul. So when you understand this, it is much easier to know about your body. Now already we have discussed who are we. We are not the body, we are the spirit soul. Now what is the size of the soul? Can we see it? No, we cannot see it. Why? Because the size of the soul is very small. As per the Vedic literature, it is 10,000 10,000 part of tip of the hair. 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. But now sometimes you can tell 10,000 part of the tip of the hair can be visible with today available microscope, that is the electron microscope. It can be visible, but still you cannot see the soul. Why? Because soul is spiritual and the electron microscope is a material instrument. The soul cannot be seen with the material instrument. Even if the same size can be seen with electron microscope, you can't, because it's spiritual component. What are the properties of the soul? We can't burn it or wet it or cut it. It is Satchidananda. Already we have discussed in second chapter the property of the soul. Okay, we cannot burn, it cannot be wet, we cannot be cut into pieces because it's very small. What happened to the soul after death? It transmigrated to another body. This already we have discussed in different previous chapters. You can see here, slowly our body grows from childhood, young, adult, old. Then our body become unused, unnecessary. Soul discards this body and goes and takes another body. So when it takes another body, it depends upon his karma. What karma he has done, accordingly he will get the next body. Not necessarily it is human body. If he has done good karma, he may go to the heaven, take a demigod body also. He has done bad karma, he can fall down to animal kingdom, plant kingdom, insect kingdom, or sometimes he may go to the hellish planet. So all these things depend upon our karma, our work. So this is a representation of our body. You can see here, this is our soul, who is the driver. This is a chariot, and the threads are the mind, and the horses are the senses, five senses. So our five senses always will drag us to different direction, agitate our mind. So the mind should be controlled by the soul, then only it will move in certain directions. So the thing is that we have to control our mind in each and every condition. Suppose we are not able to control our mind will control us. If you can control your mind, then mind will be your best friend. If you cannot control your mind, he will be your worst enemy. That is the reason, if you can control your mind, you can utilize your mind in good process. Okay. Now this is like this. Already this picture you have seen. And this is like our body, this case. Our body is like the case, and inside a beautiful bird is there. And that is like our soul. So if you want to take care of our whole body, then you have to take care of our gross body also. Same time you have to take care of the soul also, because originally we are the soul. If we don't take care of our soul, then we'll fall sick. Okay, but normally what happened, we don't have any concept of soul. Our material science do not have any concept of soul. So we take care of our outside body, the gross body. That is the reason we are not able to take care of our body properly. So what is the food for the soul? It is for our gross body. We know different foods, drinks are there. Similarly, for our soul, the food is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, your soul will be very happy. Like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the food for the soul. It will keep our soul healthy, happy. Okay. So the thing is that we have to take care of our gross body. At the same time, we have to take care of our spiritual body, the soul. Then only we are healthy. Now I can see here, an instrument can be used by different people. A knife is in the hand of the robber. Okay, he is doing robbery, so that is wrong. Now the right one is knife in the hand of a doctor. So he will give the life. So this knife can be used to give the life. This knife can take the life. Okay, so one is right, one is wrong. So there are many sinful activities going on in this world. He is telling, should I steal this money? Sinful tendency. So he is also having sinful tendency. I'll steal this money. Okay. Now unmanifested reaction. If you do anything bad anything bad, you will get the reaction. There is a rule called each action has equal and opposite reaction. Same is applicable here. If you are doing any karma, any good karma, you will get enjoyment. Any bad karma, you will be punished. Okay. Now, who is the enjoyer? The supreme enjoyer is Lord himself. Lord Krishna is the enjoyer. We all are enjoyed. What is the nature? Nature, you know, where we live, that is the Prakriti. The Prakriti is none other than is controlled by Durga Devi, Maya. Maya is the Prakriti. Okay, so Krishna is telling, Maya Dhakshena Prakriti, Suyate Sacharacharam, Hetuna Nena Kanteya, Jagat Piparivartate. So whatever we see outside is called Prakriti. And this Prakriti is none other than Maya or Durga Devi, who created this. And with this energy, all material world has been created. Now this material world or this energy or the Prakriti works under the direction of Krishna. Maya Dhakshena Prakriti. This Prakriti is working under my superintendency. I am the controller of the Prakriti. When we come to this material world, we are controlled by the Prakriti, nature. Okay, but Krishna is the supreme controller. He controls the nature. Okay, so this nature is nothing other than energy. So that day we told Krishna is energy. Krishna is not the energy. Prakriti is the energy, and this energy works under the direction of Krishna. Okay, this is called external energy of Krishna. Yeah, so now you can see here three modes of material nature. So whenever we come to this material world, now the question arises, why we come to this material world? We are normally, our house is in the spiritual world. We should stay there. Why we come to this material world? Any answer? Anyone wants to give this answer?
Prabhuji, Ayush is raising hand.
Yes.
Ayush,
Anyone knows why we came to this material world?
Ayush.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I'm
Hare-
sending him request, but he's not unmuting. I'll
Okay.
unmute another one. Nidhi, unmute yourself. Nidhi. Rutrika, unmute yourself. Rutrika. Sharayu, unmute yourself.
Hello. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Sharayu is there.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I think that to remove all our sins that we made in the spiritual world.
No, normally we are in the spiritual world. We don't have any sin. Then why we came to this material world?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I
Prabhuji.
think God has sent us to this material world and he is playing with us.
No, you will suffer here. How God will enjoy? You are telling you will suffer, God will enjoy. God is our father. Any father can see the son suffering? No.
No, Prabhuji.
So material world is for suffering. How a father will send the son to this to suffer? It won't happen. Now question, God always wants us to come back to the home. Our original home is Krishna Loka in the spiritual world. But we are sent to this material world. Why?
Prabhuji, Trisha has raised hand. Please unmute. Trisha.
Okay, so for me, as I know, Krishna sent us. He's the boss, and he sent us all for a work in this world. We don't know what exactly our work is, but yeah, later as we like grow up and we start knowing what's our work in this world.
Okay, Krishna sent us here, but my question is why? Without any reason, somebody cannot give you punishment. Na? Bringing to material world or sending to material world is a type of punishment.
Hmm.
Unless you do anything wrong,
Prabhuji,
God will give you punishment.
Uh, I don't think so. I have an idea.
Prabhuji, may I tell?
Yeah, tell, please.
We wanted freedom because we were in the spiritual world. There were some rules, but we wanted freedom. So we wished. Then Krishna sent us to this material world.
Yes. So, yes, you are right. So, what happened? Normally, we are in the spiritual world. There also we are enjoying. But their supreme enjoyer is Krishna. We are like Krishna's servant. We are like Krishna's friend. We have to serve Krishna. But what happened during the course of time? Our soul developed a desire to enjoy, to have freedom, enjoy free of Krishna. Okay, you do not want to stay under the Krishna. You want to enjoy independent of Krishna. So when you develop a desire like this, it is a sin. You are impure now. So to purify yourself, you have to come to this material world. So Krishna is do not want us to send to this material world, but we have forced Krishna to send to this material world because of our foolish desire. We have developed a desire. That is the reason Krishna has created this material world so that he can come here and enjoy and see what is the problem with enjoyment. Okay, so when we are in the spiritual world, we are directly under the control of Krishna, but when we come to this material world, we come under the control of Maya. Okay, so Maya is Durga Devi who has created this material world. Now when we come to this material world, we are infected with three modes. You know, here three girls are there. Okay, so three modes. What are those modes? One is the Sattva gun, Rajagun and Tamagun. Goodness, passion and ignorance. These are the three modes of material nature. Another mode is there which are called spiritual mode. These are material mode and spiritual mode. Spiritual mode is otherwise called Suddha Sattva Guna. So anything spiritual you are doing, spiritual work, that is Suddha Sattva Guna. Anything material now can be divided into Sattvagun, Rajagun and Tamagun. So we are directly infected with this thing. So depending upon the influence, either we are more in Sattvagun, less in Rajagun and Tamagun, or some people are less in Sattvagun, more in Rajagun, some people are less in Sattvagun, Rajagun and more in Tamagun. So depending upon their infection, so they will behave like that. Okay, now, yeah, can anybody describe this picture? What is this picture? You can see here one person is here, an elephant is here, rat is here. Anyone? Please unmute. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Tejamai. Please unmute.
Yes, Prabhuji. I
You know
think
what is this
that
picture?
person is no, maybe because of his sins, the God made him to get into that position.
Yeah. So not exactly. So this is the position of the material world. Now I can say we are in this position. What is the position? We are hanging like this. Below the snakes are there. We may drop and snake will bite. Now the same time what is happening? This elephant is there. He's trying to break this tree. Okay. So anytime you can fall. Two rats are there. Can you see? They are also destroying this wood. So anytime you will fall. And another thing, what is this? This is a
Beehive.
honey bees are there. Honey bees, they are also biting. Okay, and Krishna want us to come back. But what is happening from this honey honey is falling. We are taking little nectar, honey, and we think that it is very beautiful. So we are enjoying. but we are full of danger. Any times there is danger. Krishna wants us to come to the spiritual world, but we don't want to go because we are enjoying. We are thinking that this honey is enjoyment, but at the same time, lot of problems are there. So this is the material world. Okay, a representation of material world. Yes. So now the question is, what is knowledge? So knowledge is the difference between matter and spirit. Okay. Now I told you, the body, there is a gross body and the spiritual body, in between subtle body. So usually the matter is the gross body, like our body made up of panchabhuta, 5 elements: the earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Ether is the sky. Okay, fire, earth, water, air, and sky are ether. So these 5 elements constitute our body, create our body. Now inside there is spiritual component. Okay, that is the soul or the spirit. So when you know the difference between our body and the soul, that is the real knowledge. And soul is nothing but is a part of the God. So when you have the knowledge of soul, you'll also have the knowledge about the God. Okay, that is called spirituality. Spirituality means the knowledge about the spirit. Now I can see here, soul and super soul, Atma and Paramatma. So in our body there is Atma or the soul, and Paramatma, super soul, also in our body. So then where is the soul and where is the super soul? Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridayasya arjuna tishtati. Okay. Lord is situated near everybody's heart, in everybody's heart. Sarvasya cha aham hridhi sannivishta. Yeah, God is situated. So 2 times God told that I situated in the heart of the devotee, heart of the person. That means God situated in the heart. So then what is soul and what is super soul? Where is soul and where is super soul? So here Krishna is telling soul and super soul are 2 components. Soul is individual soul and the super soul is the Lord, the part of the Lord. So it's like you can see this representation. 2 birds are there. One bird is eating the fruits, another bird is just sitting and watching. So these 2 are the representation of soul and super soul. So near our heart, both soul and super souls are sitting. Soul is enjoying and super soul is just watching. Okay, so he's just watching whatever you are doing. He's noting. You are doing any good thing, bad thing, anything. It's just a saksi. Okay. Now this is like soul and super soul. Then similarly, if you do some karma, for that you will be punished. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosa nudarshanam. So there are 4 problems in our life. What are those? One is the birth, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Birth, death, old age, and disease. So we cannot control birth, death, and old age. A little bit we can control the disease by different medicines. Not more, maybe 1%, 2%. Most of the thing we cannot control. So today we don't bother about this thing, birth, death, old age, disease. Okay, so we should try to control this, but that's we are not doing. Now the real problem is birth, death, old age, disease. Our temporary problems is food, shelter, and clothing. So today this is there, tomorrow it will go. You may be you are poor today, tomorrow you may be rich. All these problems will go. So these are the temporary problems. Actually the permanent problem is birth, death, old age, disease. So we have to find out the solution to get rid of this birth, death, old age, disease, but we are not bothered. Okay, we are not bothered. That is the reason we are suffering. Now symptoms of old age: gray hair, joint pain, loss of memory, and there is no scientific way to control this, to stop to become old. Any scientific way is there? No, presently nothing is there. So but we are not bothered also to stop this, and we don't want to find a solution how to get rid of this birth, death, old age, disease. Okay, just we want to enjoy. each and every moment, and that is the cause of our misery. You can see here a beautiful actress at the young age, and he became very old. You can see the difference. Okay, so everybody will be like this. At the young age will be very beautiful, but everything will go, and we cannot stop also because we don't have the solution. We don't have the solution, and neither we are searching for it. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada asked a magician. Magician is showing different magic. He is asking, can you stop this thing? Birth, death, old age, it's impossible. So somebody read this.
Sir, can I?
Prabhuji.
Sir, can
Yes.
I?
Yes.
Nature is said to be the cause of all material causes and effects, whereas the living entity is the cause of the various suffering and enjoyments in this world.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So, yes, Hare Krishna. So I told you nature is the where we are living. Nature is said to be cause of all material cause and effect, because when we come to this nature, we are infected with three modes of material nature. There is a chapter afterwards, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Fully it will be discussed there. Different three modes of material nature. But shortly I am telling, Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun, these are there in the material world. So when we come to this material world, we are infected. Depending upon either more sattva gun or more rajagun, more tamagun, we are working like that. So depending upon our karma, we are enjoying and suffering. Living entity is the cause of various suffering and enjoyment in this world. Because as we work, similarly we'll suffer or enjoy. Now see, nobody wants the problem. Nobody can avoid the problem also. It comes on its own. Similarly, happiness will also come on its own. Now, one thing is that everybody wants the real happiness, permanent happiness. Everybody wants permanent happiness. But in this material world, there is no permanent happiness. Anybody seen the permanent happiness? No. So today we are happy means tomorrow there will be some problem. Misery will come. So this is the reality of the material world. But we want the real happiness, permanent happiness. Now the question is, how we want this? We have never seen this. How we want this? Unless we see something, how we want? Because the answer is, we have seen it somewhere. It is there. The permanent happiness is there, and we have experienced. That is the reason we want it, even if it is not there in the material world. Then where it is there? It is there in the spiritual world. We have seen it, we have experienced it, but the only problem is we have forgotten. But it is there in our subtle mind. In our mind, subtle level, it is there. That is the reason we want always that one. When we return to our home, again we'll get the real happiness. Whatever happiness we are getting in this material world is not the real. These are all virtual. Yeah. Why I'm suffering? Because of karma. Okay. We are ignorant. We don't know what is the reality. We do not know what is right and what is wrong. We don't bother. We don't believe the Shastra. So that is the reason. One day, one class, I told Shastra as the manual, life manual, like catalogs. Along with the fridge, they will give one manual, and you'll read this accordingly. His instruction: if you work, your fridge will work nicely. Similarly, when God has given us the human body, they have given different manuals. Those manuals are Vedic literature. If you read those, then you will stay happily. Unnecessarily, if you don't read, you do whatever you like, then you will suffer. There is chance of accident. Okay, so that is the reason of our suffering. We don't follow the literature. We think that whatever we are doing is right. We are doing something. I'm doing something. I'm feeling happy. that means that is right, but that is absolutely wrong. So after a few days I'll be suffering for that. Okay, now see, in this world today, lot of violence, war, public unrest, terrorism. Why this? Because nobody follows the rules and regulations. There are a lot of basic rules and regulations. Now nobody follows this. That is the reason all this problem comes. So if we follow those rules and regulations, all this will stop automatically. Okay, because people will come to know that what is reality. And these people are under the influence of Maya. They don't understand what is the reality. Okay, all these problems are because of that. Now there is a small story of a brahmachari. One day what happened, one brahmachari was there, and his teacher or guru told that I am going for different places, pilgrimage. Just you read all the shastra, and when I'll come back, I'll ask everything. So he started reading. First day, second day. Suddenly, in his house, one rat was there. He was making noise. Every night he will be reading, the rat will make the noise. And he will be disturbed. Again, he will do same thing again. So he's thinking that the rat is disturbing me so much. What I'll do, I'll keep one cat for this. Okay. Then he will go and bring one cat. Now this cat, once you give the cat, means you have to give some food. So what food you will give to the cat? Usually cat will take the milk. So he got milk from somewhere. Then day by day it became difficult to get the milk for the cat. So he was thinking it's difficult to get milk for the cat. So what to do? Then he kept one cow. Now once you keep the cow, means you have to take a lot of care. He's giving the milk, but you have to take a lot of care. Now instead of reading shastra, he wanted to serve this cow. Then what happened, he's thinking this cow is serving is very difficult, so I'll do one thing, I'll get married. So one girl will come, she will take care of this cow, I'll read the shastra. Then she got married, he got married. His wife came and he is taking care of cow, and slowly the things goes like that. And the guru came. Once he came after a few years, now he is like this. Can you see the very big family? So that means the moral of this story is, in the material world, we are under the control of Maya. We do not understand what is the right and what is the wrong path. Many times there is a chance that we'll go in the wrong way and will land up in some complications. So this is the moral of the story. So always we have to follow the literature, and we have to read the Shastra. We have to take shelter of a guru, a teacher. He will guide us to go in proper direction. So the solution to all the problems in our life are Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and be happy. So in this Kali Yuga, the only mean of deliverance is chanting the holy name of Lord. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Anybody knows the sloka for this? Already we have discussed many times. Anyone want to can tell this sloka?
Sanjana, unmute yourself. Sanjana. Sanjana. Okay. Bhavesh, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Yes. You know the sloka for this?
No Guruji.
You don't know?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyone knows sloka for this? In the age of Kali, there is no other way. Only way is the chanting the holy name of Lord.
Shivika, unmute yourself. Shivika.
Anybody knows?
Yes, I'm unmuting. Shivika.
Yeah. Hello, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I say the mantra?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Miss,
It is Harer
yeah, I
Nama,
think
Harer
it is.
Nama, Harer Nama iva kevalam, Kalau nasti, iva nasti, iva gatir anyatha.
Very good. You know from which Shastra this is?
Prabhuji, I don't know that, Prabhuji.
Okay. This is from Bruhanardia Purana.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Bruhanardia Purana. Same thing also quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam, Kalau nasti, iva nasti, iva gatir anyatha. So in this age of Kali, the only way of deliverance is chanting the holy name of Lord. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Hare Krishna. 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah. So, all the glory of Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. So our problem in this material world is repeated birth and death. We commit a mistake, for that we'll fall down, again we'll take birth, again death, again birth. So this is our problem. So how to get rid of this problem is by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will clean our heart and it will help us to go into the spiritual world. Okay, so we'll discuss later. I think this is all about this chapter. Now 9:45. Yes, we'll see one video. After that we'll take the questions. Ronit is there, you'll save the video. Okay,
Okay, Prabhuji.
yeah, I'll stop sharing.